Hello, beautiful people. Welcome. Welcome back to Shelle's Closet. Oh, hold on. Let me see if that's even connected. Maybe it's not. It's not. So y'all just hearing me. Thank you for joining me. I know, look, let me tell you how funny it is, right? We're talking about accountability tonight, and I'm ready. Hey, it's been, I told y'all last night, this week has been 1 week. It's been a week. Why am I smiling so hard at the week I had? Anyway, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified. When you come in here, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. You know, if you could be so kind and go right up there to the community tab and vote, 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 vote. Vote for a song, any song you want to hear me sing this coming Saturday for Saturday Night Vibes. I have to start by saying thank you. Thank you to those of you who came by last night. I mean, I appreciate it. You guys rock with me, and I rock with y'all. And oh, that's a little loud. That's a little loud. Okay, but yeah, I appreciate it. I'm super excited. The Bucks are just going to the ship. They at the ship. They won last night. I appreciate that. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I am overwhelmed with excitement. Um, yeah. So tonight, hello, happy Sunday to you too. No, can you hear the music? Can you hear me and the music? I told you I'm trying something new, different locations. I'm utilizing all of the resources that I have because I have a lot of things. Why didn't I think about? Okay, I've been listen. When I tell you like my wildest dreams are actually happening right now, like real life wildest dreams happening. Um, I want to talk about accountability because I feel like sometimes we don't hold ourselves accountable for things. And I say we, I'm going to always include me because I'm no better than anybody else. But I feel like we don't hold ourselves um, accountable. We don't take responsibility, accountability, whatever one of the abilities you want to, hold on to. We don't do that. We just feel like things don't happen because other people don't make them happen, or we don't, we aren't able to hold ourselves accountable. Like I'll use myself for example, right? When this year started, I was like, I'm not going to be petty. I'm not going to do anything but show love and positivity. Now, that, hey D, that has been a task in and of itself, right? So, um, those of you who don't know, I was in a relationship. I'm no longer in that relationship. Things got real, real reckless in the separation of the relationship. And I thought to myself, I was like, do I want to be petty or do I just want to share love and positivity? And so I chose love and positivity. And again, it is not easy, especially when you're being drugged to the mud and all of those things. But I feel like this, right? I say this all the time in all of my videos. Like, I survived a global fucking pandemic. If you think I'm about to sit around here and go back and forth with anybody about anything, I do not want to waste my time. I don't want to waste my time here. I want to spend every moment that I can. That's why I do these dinner and convos, talking about things that people don't talk about. Like, we probably whisper to each other or have side conversations about, oh yeah, we need to start talking. We need to hold more people accountable. If you say some reckless shit, somebody should hold you accountable for saying reckless shit. If you do some fucked up shit, somebody should hold you accountable for doing fucked up shit. And then when somebody call you out about the fucked up shit you do, if you're an adult, you should accept accountability for what you did. Hey, Tamika, accept it. You said something sideways, so somebody approached you about something you said sideways. A perfect example. Look, let me tell you. All right. I told y'all a couple weeks ago, or actually it's been a month now. My friend passed away, and somebody, or not even somebody, a pastor got up at his funeral and said some really reckless shit, and everybody was whispering and talking about it was reckless. He shouldn't have said it. Blah blah blah. But nobody was like verbalized. Like they would talk. Everybody was saying it to each other, but I'm just like, no, I'm sick of this. Like this person has done this every hey Ray, they have done this for all of my life. They've done it, and then people just discount it like, okay, he a pastor, or okay, he always do that. Like, no, no, we got to start holding people accountable. So I made a live, and I was just like, what he said was wrong. It's a funeral. You're there to celebrate people. Celebrate them. Don't be rude. Like if somebody is cussing out your mama, like you gonna feel like they rude and you gonna want to whoop them because they cussing out your mama. But that's when you figure out why do they feel the need to cuss out your mama. We gotta hold people accountable. Like you tell your child if you got kids, you tell your child to go in there and wash the dishes. They don't wash the dishes. What you gonna do? You gonna either whoop them, put them on punishment, or something because you want to hold them accountable, right? But then you have to think like as a parent, do you hold yourself accountable? If your child is out here stealing or beating up the teacher or whatever they're doing, do you hold yourself accountable or do you instantly discipline that child? I just been thinking about uh life. Like I said when I was gonna do these dinner and combos, I want to talk about things that people don't talk about. I want to talk about trauma. I want to talk about mental health. I want to talk about molestation. I want to talk about rape. I want to talk about all these things and not in a sense of like glorifying it, but talking about it. Like, when was the last time somebody talked to you about your childhood? Like, if you were getting beat, like, did your parents talk to you? Like, back in our days, I'm 41, so back in my days, they called it beatings. Now it's called child abuse. Where was y'all when people was using stitching cords and curtain rods? Well, I mean, and then the crazy thing is when you get older and you say, "Hey, I remember that you whipped me with a stitching cord," and then it's like the parents have amnesia. I remember that. Like I remember the cord hitting my flesh. I remember that. We gotta start holding ourselves and holding the people around us accountable. If we plan to be successful in life, we gotta hold ourselves accountable. Like if you want to get a new job, if you know you're supposed to be at your job at 9 o'clock, why are you leaving your house at 8:55? I mean, I can see if this is your job and this is your house, and all you have to do is walk across the street. But then, even then, you don't even know anything can happen from here to across the street. Like we gotta hold ourselves accountable. We gotta take some stock in our own in the way our lives is going. Like right now, if you're sitting right there and you watching me and you just like, man, I want to do better or I want to start a business, but I don't know where to go. That's when you open your mouth and you tell Facebook, Instagram, whatever, I want to start a business, but I don't know where to go. I can guarantee you somebody will drop in your comments like, hey, this is what you need to do. This is where you need to go. But we don't do that. We'll rather get on here or our social media and be like, my baby daddy, my baby mama, my sister, my auntie, uncle ain't no good. Like I be thinking, right? People be like, never go into business with family. And I started paying attention to the people that were saying never go into business with family. And then I started looking at other people who go into business with family and their businesses be booming. Like if you look at the Asian Americans, their businesses You can walk out the house, you probably see a beauty supply store, a salon, a nail shop, or a cleaners. I'm not stereotyping, like that's real life. You can go to the liquor store at the end of your corner, the gas station. These are family owned businesses. How come, y'all know what I'm saying? Like, how come when we think about a business, like, how come we got t shirts, daycares, like, and I'm saying this to say, like, we are more, our intellectual uh, processing is far wider than that. Like, why, how come we don't have hairlines? Like, we are the biggest purchaser of hairlines. Like, how come we don't have hairlines or eyelash lines or like, I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of accountability missing. Like here in Wisconsin, there's a lot of young people like stealing cars. See, this. Thank you, Ray, for sharing that. This is all I'm saying. Like a lot of times we aren't where we want to be in life because of us. I'm pointing to me like us because of us. I'm gonna tell you guys why I say that. 10 months ago, all of that happened. I was really distraught. I was really distraught. The other day, I was sitting and I was talking through. I'm finally at the point where I can talk through it. You see what happened every time now? Before I was really in it. But I'm finally at the point where I could talk through it, and I understand why I'm at the point where I could talk to it because I was holding on. I was holding on to somebody who didn't even. They didn't want to be held. They didn't want to. I was holding on, and then it was the disappointment. It was a disappointment for we kicking it, we hanging out. I'm seeing a whole different person, but then now social media is in a whole different person. We all seeing a whole different person, and I was disappointed. I felt like I shouldn't have been treated like that. I felt like um, we talked about everything. So this is something you should have talked. Like I should have been the first to know what was going on. Like I was it was a disappointment for me, and then I became angry. I became angry. I became angry at the fact that you allow somebody who don't even know me to anger setting in. And then I had to remind myself, see, this is what I said. Positivity and love. I keep repeating that to myself every day. One day I woke up and I was like, oh, I was on go. I was on go go. I was gonna listen. When I tell y'all I was on go, I was on go. You know what I did? I got right back in the bed, got under them covers, and I put my meditative music on and I just laid there. I didn't think about nothing. I just laid there. Before I knew it, I was asleep. And I woke back up. I was good. I am determined not to put out anything other but love and positivity. Because if you think about it, right, the world out, I was going to say outside of your house, but your house should be your sanctuary. It should be peaceful. It should be filled with love. Like it should be filled with peace. That's where everything like I was literally talking to someone. I said, if you actually think about it, right, everything that you know to be true comes from your house. Like I grew up in my household, like in with my mother, and then I spent the majority of my time with my grandmother. We don't got people raising us. Hold on. Oh, sorry, my I had no service down here. Then I had service because the internet. It's okay, but I'm still keep talking because I even said that I was gonna hold myself accountable and do more, be more aggressive with the things that I'm doing. But it's accountability for me. I knew like I can't be out here wilding out and showing out because I got so many things. Like y'all, hold on, let me tell y'all for a minute. Let me tell y'all. Um, I got so many things. That's literally like when I say my wildest dreams are coming true. I have so many different things right now that I'm actually sitting here planning. You know how you just put all your papers around? I'm sitting here planning because I have things that like I literally just was like, Sorry, I should have gave a disclaimer. I might cry because it's the accountability for me. Like, I never wanted to be a teacher, but the moment I was like, okay, I'm a teacher, this is what I want to do, the opportunities start coming forth. And I'm like, okay, now the opportunities is here. What I'm gonna do? Like, how I'm gonna do it? I've been doing this for the last 3 years. What you mean how I'm gonna do it? I had to show myself. I sat down, put out all of my syllabus, put out all my stuff, and I was just like, oh, I'm ready. They're like, oh, you need to have a little PowerPoint. I'm a PowerPoint queen. Come on now. Got my PowerPoint together. Now they're like, you need to have some flyers. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't think about flyers. I didn't think about marketing. I didn't think about none of that. And I was like, did you take off a little bit more you could chew? No, I'm good. I could do this. But that's when that little accountability, because it's like, I've been slacking. I'm not gonna say I've been slacking. I'm gonna say I just really been pacing myself. Like, if you are somebody who was so used to being busy, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm holding myself accountable, right? I was so busy doing nothing. What was I doing? Nothing. I was caring for other people's kids. I don't got no kids, but I was caring for other people's kids. I was making sure everybody else is straight, but I was neglecting myself. I first have to be accountable to myself. You first have to be accountable to yourself. If you know you ain't eating right, I knew I wasn't. I knew I wasn't eating right. I knew I wasn't. Drinking sodas all I knew I wasn't eating right, and my body was telling me, but I was like, mm-mm. Because these lamb chops be so. Have y'all had lamb chops? Lamb chops be so good, but I was like, no. That's why I started juicing, and then like after a while, you do something for a long period of time, and then it's just like it just doesn't like juicing. That's why I haven't done juicing videos because it's like I think I'm bored with it. That's what I think. I think I'm bored with it. So I started doing tea. So every morning I have tea and oatmeal. I at least do that every morning. If I don't eat the rest of the day, I have tea and oatmeal. But oh girl, lamb chops are good, especially with that mint. It's like I never would have thought mint and lamb chops, but I be watching the Food Network coming up with recipes. So I'm thinking about this next coming week. I want to try um, the cabbage diet. I'm really thinking about just doing like liquids. That's what I'm really thinking about doing, and that's mainly because it's just like I feel like I'm tired of eating. I don't even eat, but I'm tired of eating. I'm tired of like consuming things. Like I just want to like release what's already there. You did a cabbage diet. I think it's a diet. I don't do diets. I'm gonna tell you, I don't do diet. I just be trying stuff. Oh, I'm definitely gonna be. I'm definitely gonna. Thank you. Thank you. I'm definitely gonna go and check that out. Cause I don't know. I'm just trying other things. Like I was looking at myself this morning after I worked out. I was like, oh, it's so dope. Like it's like people be working out, they be juicing, they be drinking the smoothies, they be doing all of that, and then they don't see the whoa, whoa, that just jumped off of there. They don't see the immediate. Let's do that. They don't see an immediate change, so they like, oh, this ain't working. But the reality of it is hold on, I'm gonna have to change this out. The reality of is it is working. It's just taking inches off. Like people don't be thinking about the inches. They just think like, oh, my body just going. I'm gonna lose weight and I'll be smaller. Or sorry, I told y'all yesterday I broke my tripod, and it was a good one too. It was a real good one, and it was the only one I had when I went to get it, and I broke it. Oh, hopefully this works. Let's see. Okay. So I got a bunch of these, but nope, it's not gonna work either. No, it's gonna work. We're gonna make it work. If I have to sit here and hold it, it's gonna work. It's a new one, so I see it sliding. Okay, I'm not doing nothing else. So got a Jacoby. I don't know what it is. Phone holder, right? And I was like, something in my mind was like, you should buy two of these. And I was like, no, I'm gonna come back because I only need one right now. It broke. And I was like, oh, these is gonna be good. Do y'all see that? No, these are horrible. Who created these? My phone just jumps right out the thing. Anyway, but yeah, I've been holding myself accountable. I be working out every day. Um, Sometimes I forget to press the go live, but I still be working out. But this week, the rest of this month, the rest of this year, ooh, I'm going hard. Like when I say I'm going hard, I'm going hard. Like I stepped on the scale and saw the weight that I wanted to be at, and then I see like I don't know about you, but when I lose weight, like I lose inches, and then my body starts to tone. Like I had hips, I don't have hips anymore, but I feel like I don't know if y'all be seeing. I be working out now. I be wearing them real short shorts because I was like my legs is like how they were when I was playing basketball. What? Then I got my stomach go in like it get that curve. When I seen that, listen, now this is we still talking about accountability, but listen, when I seen that V shape come while I was working out, I said, "Oh, I'm on to something now. I'm on to it. I can't stop now. I can't stop working out." Then I was like, you know what? I should create my own little workout plan. And so I'll be watching all these other people doing workouts and things like that. And I was like, I can do this. I can literally make a workout. I can literally do it. And I did it. And I shared it with some people. And they was like, oh, this is dope. You should do more of these. So I got a whole little workout segment coming. I'm sharing that with y'all because, I share everything with y'all. And I was like, I'm going to hold myself accountable because my thing is like, I want y'all to see me working out. And this, I wear my t-shirts and stuff. But coming up in these next coming weeks, I'm gonna be wearing the little things that the people, the girls be wearing the little tops and the high waisted workout pants. I got some of those too. I'm just gonna be a little thicker when I'm working out. I want to inspire thick girls, thick guys, thick non-binary people. I want to inspire everybody to move. Like you don't gotta diet, you don't gotta do all of that. You just gotta move. You gotta eat right and move. And number three, you gotta get rid of the stress. I don't know if y'all know, like people, stress eating is a real thing. You got to get rid of that. Like if like let me tell y'all. In the beginning of all this, I was so sad, right? I was sad, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give me some Ben and Jerry cherry cheese, strawberry cheesecake ice cream. I never had no Ben and Jerry strawberry cheesecake ice cream. Where did that come from? But you know what I did? I went and got me some Ben and Jerry strawberry cheesecake ice cream. I paid for it later, but it was like, why does that connect? Why did I need to have sweet stuff? Like, what was that connection? I was like, I'm gonna go make me a juice. That's kind of really why I started juicing. And I was just like, I correlated stress with eating or stress with just like sweet things. It's not even eating. It's something sweet. Like, what do I need a bag of M&Ms and a Pepsi for? I don't need that. I don't need that. Knowing what Pepsi could do, and I'm putting why. So I held myself accountable. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get some fruit. Ooh, listen. If you ain't never tried any kind of fruit, I done tried watermelon, pineapples, mangoes. Ooh, my favorite is cantaloupe, and I think it's like however you say it. Oh my god, that is the best snack ever, ever, ever. It's the best snack ever. But yeah, I just been holding myself accountable because I just like I'm 41 now, right? I'm getting up there. I'm trying to make it to however long I'm supposed to be here. But if I'm not cooperating with my body, if my body is telling me, "Hey, I'm tired," um, I know it's the whole "I don't ever get tired." Listen, your body needs to recharge. So if you're not taking a rest where you're even sitting down or laying down or just being still, your body is going to be overworked. You ever heard of people like having strokes or nervous breakdowns, or things of that nature, it's because your body is overworked, your mind is overworked. This is why I be telling people, like, if you got something on your mind, say it. That's why I say use your words. Let that go. Let it go. You can only you can only blame someone else for so long. Like I was just saying, like I'm not a victim of the things that happened to me. I'm not. I was molested. Okay, I'm not walking around here not accomplishing my goals because I was molested. I understand that there are people who were molested who aren't at the place where they can say, you know what, that was something that happened to me. That was not my fault. I'm not choosing to. I'm choosing not to sit with that. I'm choosing to say, you know what? I'm better than that. I'm better than you trying to tear me down. I'm better than you trying to rob me of something that you didn't even have. That's not yours to take, but you took it, but it's not yours to take. I'm holding myself accountable for being better than that. I'm holding myself accountable for showing other people that you are better than that. What happened to you doesn't define you. You're better than that. People who make fun of people who are heavy set or who look different from them. Like some people can't help the size that they are. Some people don't even know that they can lose. They don't. We don't know. That's why I want to talk about things that are considered taboo because we don't talk about it. Y'all know my favorite singer. Uncle Pete can touch generations of kids because no one talks about it. No one disciplines Uncle Pete. No one makes it right. Nobody do that. We don't hold Uncle Pete accountable, and we don't hold. Not only do we hold Uncle Pete accountable, we don't hold the people around Uncle Pete accountable. The people that know what Uncle Pete been doing for decades, the people that know and still allow things to happen. We gotta hold those people accountable too. I held myself accountable. Like something happened to me, I was like, "Oh no, I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure. If it happened to somebody else, I'm gonna make sure they know that they could talk about it." We People be trying to shame the victim. Like I didn't ask to be molested. How you gonna say it was my fault that I got molested? You shouldn't have wore. No, 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 no. That adult. Someone should have talked to that adult, knowing that that adult had problems. Somebody should have talked to them. Not only did you let me down, you. That's what I'm saying. We need to be more accountable of our actions. We need to be more accountable of the things that we say because you probably like, I don't care. Somebody said it to me, but it wasn't right when somebody said it to you. It's not right when you say it to somebody else. That's just like if you think about your kids. If your mama called you a bitch or your daddy called you a little, insert word here that they call little boys that cry a lot or do all that, and that wasn't right. So if you have a child and you turn around and do the same thing to your child, it's still not right. It would never be right. If you're not loving your kids, especially, that's what I'm gonna say, right? Um, People are like, "Oh, it's kids out here stealing cars," and now there are some parents. You probably know that you are a good parent. There are some parents that's actually doing a really good job being parents and teaching responsibility and accountability. If you say you're gonna be somewhere, be there. Integrity, doing all of that, and the kids just peer pressure. It's like, hey, my guys, my bros, the people out here, that's what they doing. They want to be liked. They want to feel a part of something. But how come they can't feel a part of your family? Like how come they can't feel the love coming from you? I used to always think about that. Like, why do people join gangs? And then I started watching the documentaries and things like that, and it was like love and family, and I was just like, and they will rather sacrifice their life for somebody in their gang, regardless of who it hurt. I'm just not that type of person where I feel like I'm gonna hurt somebody. Like that's why I said, like in the beginning of all of this, I could have got on here and was just like, yeah, but I would rather show love. I would rather let that individual know you will always be loved, regardless of how it ended out. You gonna always be loved for the things that you did for me, the way that you showed me love. You helped me get to 41. I appreciate that. If you're watching or you're run tell that people watching, thank you. It's always gonna be thank you for me. I don't got nothing else but thank you. I hold myself accountable every day. Like somebody was like, yes, I did just put my fingers through my glasses. There's no lens in it. But they was like, you definitely should. You should do this. You should do that. I was like, I don't know if people don't be paying attention to who I am or like they don't be paying attention to me. But like, I'm not easily swayed by what other people say. It don't, it don't move me. You feel like I should do something, so I should do it. That's never been me. I be mindful of things I say. Like even I don't know if y'all be paying attention. Even when I be talking about the individual I be mindful of things that I say because I know somebody's watching. It might be you. Somebody's watching, and they're gonna run and tell them. And you already know when people go tell stuff that you say. That's why I be doing videos because you don't gotta go tell somebody I said something. Play them the video. Hello, play them the video, and they can hear me say it. Like that's what happened to me. Like when I watched the words come out of her mouth, I was just like, well, there's no going back after that. You said it. You said it. Like when I go get ready to go live, I am mindful of what I'm already going to say because I already know. Like people be watching. Y'all watching me. I'm not trying to offend anybody. If you ever notice I say uh, men, women, and non-binary people, I don't want to offend anybody. I'm not easily offended, but hey, other people around me are easily offended. I don't want to offend anybody. I want to love and positivity. That's it. That's me. I'm holding myself accountable. I said I was going to come every Saturday and Sunday and go live. These next couple of weeks coming up, I'm going to go live more often. I'm going to go live more often. I'm going to create more music. I'm going to show creativity. You know why? Because I wasn't in that space. I wasn't in the space. I was allowing the thing that I went through to hinder me from being creative. Stop me. But that's a part of life. I said earlier in my workout video, like that's a part of life. Like I needed to experience that. So I know what love feels like. I know what it feels like to be loved. I know what it feels like to love. I know what that feels like. So I bask in the ambiance of that and I still be great. Yeah, things could have turned out differently, but they turned out the way they turned out. And they gave me a swift kick in the ass to get to the moment where I am right now. So the things you're about to see happen as a direct result of what happened. I'm holding myself accountable. I know that I'm supposed to be 20 steps ahead. I'm only behind because I didn't get up and move, not because no one gave me the opportunity. You you're only where you are because you didn't get up and move. You ain't get up and apply yourself. You know you deserve better. You know you should be farther than what you is. You probably got a whole business idea sitting right here watching me right now. Like, yeah, I do got a business idea, but I don't know where to start. Drop in the comments. I shall. Where do I start? That's all you gotta do. I literally just told my brother. I'm at my brother's house as y'all can see. I literally just told my brother. I said we don't tap into the resources that we have in us, and I said that as somebody who just started tapping into the resources that she had. But I was thinking about it. I was like, man, I was married to a photographer, videographer, who showed me how to, angle the cameras, the lights, and all that stuff. So you don't think I'm about to start applying that? Show me how to edit and do all of that stuff. You don't think I'm tapping into all of my resources, all of them. I literally my startup. I had to do a whole website, and I was like, I could pay somebody, but I was like, I know my way around a computer. Like when I say I know my way around a computer, I know my way around a computer. Why don't I just build my own website? It's not like I have more than enough time to do it. So I'm holding myself accountable for doing that. Why don't I just do? I've been slacking, I have really been slacking, and I only use slacking because I don't have another word to put there. Like I literally have notebooks full of things, my whiteboard, I have everything. This is what I'm gonna do in 2021. Going into 2022, I'm gonna look back at 2021 and be like, ooh, that girl was accomplished. She was knocking off, holding myself accountable. I said I wanted to be at this particular spot at the end of July. Do y'all know I reached that spot before July? Before I even crossed into 41, it's discipline. It's discipline, holding myself accountable. If I know that August the 14th is a huge event I got coming up, I'm not going to wait to August the 1st to start working. I've been working on this stuff for like a minute. Like I said, I already had the foundation built of it over there in 2020. I was just waiting for the opportunity. And the opportunity presented itself and I grabbed it. Listen, somebody said to me, they was watching my lives, watching my YouTube. They was like, "Oh, you single now? So what's up?" And I was like, "You must didn't watch the full video, cause yeah, I'm good. I'm good on relationships. I'm good on adult situations. I'm good on all of that. I'm taking the next 5 months to a year, 2 years to just focus on me and my dreams. Cause what I realized, this is where I hold myself accountable. I realized that I got so wrapped up into the other individual that I was with that I lost myself. I lost myself. I lost myself trying to make sure that they were okay. And in the end, we see how that turned out. We see how that turned out. But I'm grateful for it, though, because, I'm grateful for it. I just want to come and talk about accountability. Like, if you know you got something that's due Friday, you don't wait till Thursday night or Friday morning. Work on it right now. I literally planned out my entire July and August. Planned out. Like, I got social media marketing campaigns I'm about to do, like things that I'm about to start doing, even to promote this channel. I be on TikTok, playing around, but I was like, I never tell people it's in my bio, but I never tell people on TikTok to come to my YouTube. I don't know why I don't do that. I just don't do it. Oh, but your girl is about to activate everything. Like, I'm activating everything. And I mainly said I was gonna do it just to see if I can. Like, I know I can, but sometimes you just gotta try it. You gotta actively, not try. You have to actively do it. You want to start a YouTube page? Put your phone on some books, or if you got a tripod, put it on the tripod. Hit go live. Hi, my name is whatever your name is, and I'm starting a YouTube page. If you don't have any topics on what you're gonna do on your YouTube page, ask the people. What kind of videos do y'all want to see me do? That was a real question. What kind of videos do y'all want to see me do? I was thinking about doing I was gonna do the Wingstop thigh video, but I was like, ew, I don't like thighs, and I'm not gonna do videos. I don't know if y'all just tuned in or y'all just joined. I don't do things for popularity. I don't. If I don't feel it up in here, I'm not gonna do it. I felt today. Every video you've ever seen me do, everything you've ever seen is something that I felt like I felt it come from me. Like tomorrow's Motivation Monday. I felt it. I felt it. I'm recording early in the morning before I do my workout, or maybe after I do my workout. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out, but I feel it. So I say these things: positivity and love. We need more of that. I'm just one person in a billion of people, but we need more people to say I love you. Like, when was the last time you heard somebody say that? Like, you didn't buy them nothing, or you didn't do anything for them. They just say I love you. Like, kids do it all the time. Oh, my niece filled my day with joy today. I gave her some water. She was like, I love you. We sat and I let her do my makeup and do my face. Oh, she loved it. And let me tell you why I started doing it, right? Because she told me when she grow up, she said, I want to be a cosmetologist. I said, a what? I was like, why you just didn't say I want to be a hairdresser? Because that's not what it's called, TT. It's called a cosmetologist. I was like a cosmetologist. She was like, mm, yeah. I was like, okay, so you know how to do makeup? And she was like, no. And I was like, well, you can practice on me. And she was like, I can. Had me looking like a sparkly Christmas tree ornament, but it was cool because I mean, I didn't even think about my hair, my face breaking out or nothing. It did break out, but I didn't care. She gonna remember that. She gonna be like, you know, I told my sister I wanted to be a cosmetologist, and she let me do her hair and her makeup. I sure did. My niece Jamela, she was like, hey, I want to start making music, so she got some tracks on my upcoming nursery rhyme album that she created. I didn't do nothing. I just showed her how to, put the instruments in there. She did that. They tell me they want to do something, I'm breaking my neck. I'm not literally breaking my neck, but I'm gonna help them do that because I remember the people that helped me get to where I am. When I was going to school, I was going to school for medicine. I went to school for everything but music, knowing that music is what I wanted to do. Knowing that, I wasted a lot of time and energy. Not anymore. I survived a global fucking pandemic. I'm literally living my best life. I was telling them earlier, like, why don't people travel by train? Like, that was so. I can't even put it into words what it was like for me. But I have to put it in words because I have to tell y'all. I have to tell y'all, like, those are my, like, there were three fears that I had, and I overcame those three fears. And ever since I did that, ever since I hold myself accountable for not achieving the things I set out to do, holding yourself accountable, it's not easy. I'm gonna be the first to tell you it's not easy. That shit is not easy. That's because you have to tell yourself the truth. If you think about it, like, right, a lot of us lie to ourselves every day. Somebody say, "Hey, girl, how you doing?" Girl, I'm doing fine. In the back of your mind is like, "Girl, tell her you sad. Tell her your boyfriend, baby daddy, girlfriend, wife, fiance acting a plum fool, and you don't know what you about to do about it. Your job want to fire you, and you really want to quit, but you would rather get fired so you can get unemployment." But I mean, we lie to ourselves every day. We do, and I will go as far as to say that we unconsciously do it. We do it because we've been doing it for so long. Our grandparents lied to their kids. Our mothers lied to us. So then we turn around and just lie to our kids. Or we don't consider it lying because it's like it's just something that everybody does. Everybody do it because we are conditioned. It's something that we are programmed to do. Like I asked somebody, I said, if you if you tell somebody, like I told people that I wasn't okay. I told people I wasn't okay. If you know me, you know I don't really be telling people that I'm not okay because I felt like I'm a strong woman. I can handle everything. But I literally was like, I am not okay. When I said that the first time out loud, I am not okay. And I don't even know how to be okay. I don't even know what okay is. Because now when I look back at it, that wasn't okay for me. Like I haven't been okay for a long time. But now I'm in a place where I can say I'm not okay. I'm getting better, but I'm not okay. What do I need to do? I need to go to therapy. I need to talk to someone. I need to rid myself of this. Mountains, inhaling pine filled air and flower with hints of flowers and just enjoying the views. And it was amazing. And it was there that I overcame one of my last fears. And it was just like, I could have been did this. You mean to tell me I was holding on to all this for what? Did I lose love? No, because I'm still loved. People around me still love me. Did I lose happiness? No, because I'm still happy. I mean, I'm still happy. What did I lose? Stress, worry, fear, doubt. I mean, I lost all of those things. The moment I crossed over that last fear, opportunities, like the opportunities I've been wanting to do, boom, right there. I've been pitching my business for the last 2, 3 years, and now when I pitch it, like like when you first start something, it be a little rocky. You be trying to figure out like it don't go the way you want it to go, and it's like I don't know if this is really what I'm supposed to be doing. But that passion on the inside of me it just kept saying, no, this is what you're supposed to do. You just have to apply yourself, and I'm like, I am applying myself. No, I wasn't applying myself. I was looking at my social media accounts for my different businesses, and I was just like, I haven't posted nothing. They all look immaculate now. They all look immaculate, but I ain't post nothing on here. I've done a bunch of stuff, but I just haven't posted. So these next couple of weeks, y'all gonna see me. I'm gonna go live and do some behind the scenes. I'm gonna share some footage with y'all of the things I'm doing to bring my businesses, bring the opportunities. I'm gonna show everything. I'm showing y'all everything. Not just because I want to boast or brag, but I want to show you. Like, if you have an idea, right? Even if I was talking stuff about having a daycare, but listen, right? Even if like you just want to be somebody that teaches daycare teachers, like, why don't we strive? Here's my thing, right? Have you ever heard somebody say, "Be humble"? Have you ever wondered what humble actually means? Like, I would hear people say, be humble, be humble, be humble, be humble, you should be humble. And I started paying attention to the people that were saying this. And I'm only saying this because I've pitched multiple times in places where it's just like, I don't even know how I got here, but I'm going to kill it because I don't know if I'll be able to get up in here again. Not one time those people ever tell me to be humble. You know what they said to me? Actually, they said you don't need to be humble. You know what you know. You need to be more open. You need to be more confident when you talk about that. And I was just like, wait, well, I done heard be humble so much. I was just being humble. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just check out this definition of humble. And I checked out the definition of humble and I was like, why do we tell people that? Why do we tell people to be humble? And I thought, like, I would tell you to be humble so that you don't be over here talking about, oh, girl, I just started my business. Or, hey, bro, I just started me a business. Now you started a business. Now people going to be looking at me. And we in a friend circle. People going to be looking at me like, so what you going to do? Now I got eyes on me. Now I have to do something because you doing something. You got a real estate company. You got a t-shirt business. You got a trucking company, and I'm just the only one in the group that's just sitting here chilling. Like, yeah, okay. I think it was Master P. He was like, "Show me your friends, and I could tell you." I started thinking, like, you know what? All my friends got businesses. They pitching and getting grants. Like, listen, so many of the people that I was just in the accelerator with won a grant from the Giroux holiday from the basketball. I saw that. Listen, they sent me an email and they was like, "You should apply for this," and I was like, "Ooh, I'm not ready." I told y'all we be holding ourselves back. I was like, "Ooh, I'm not ready." I didn't pitch. I done been pitching for the last 3 years. I'm not ready. What was I not ready for? Then I seen all the people that won. I was like, "Oh my god!" So guess what happened? Another opportunity came. Don't you think I applied for that? Immediately I applied for it. And it was like, oh, thank you. We were hoping to see. Listen, opportunities be right here. Be right here in our face. That person that could change our life be right here in our face. But we over here looking for that dude that got all that money or they got all everything straight. We looking for that because you know why we feel like that's gonna change our life. If you are artist, I be telling artists all the time, I was like, oh, you looking for that record deal, you looking for that record label to come in and change your life. They're gonna give you pennies on the dollar and you like, yeah, I got $500,000, ain't nobody ever had that amount of money. That's nothing. That was nothing to him. He gonna give you $500,000, they're gonna turn around and give another artist $500,000 and then they're gonna own y'all in perpetuity. That means that means for as long as life exists, and even if life passed away, they're gonna still own you. I, I want to own myself into perpetuity. I want to hold myself accountable for, like I say, I am built. I'm built. I was born to do a lot of things, but my thing right now is to make sure that music, you have no idea, and I say that with such confidence, such confidence. But this is my job. That's something I've been tasked with doing, showing them how to get the money. It's like you have children. It's your job to show your child how to be a productive citizen of Earth. Teach them responsibilities like cleaning up after themselves, how to wash and bathe or brush their teeth or, you know, cook for themselves, like how to maintain their lives. But if you don't do that, how do they know? If you don't tell them, how do they know? Like I remember growing up and people used to be like, "Don't touch the stove, don't touch the stove," or "Don't have sex before marriage." And it was like, why should I have sex before marriage? Nobody was explaining things. Like it was just, don't do it. And I could say that I grew up in a rebellious time because I was one of the people. How you gonna tell me what not to do? Now, I grew up in a rebellious time, but I also paid attention to the people around me. You don't. It ain't gotta happen to me for me not to know not to do something. I pay attention. I ain't sneaking out. I wasn't one of those kids nowadays be sneaking out and doing all. No, I wasn't one of those. I wasn't a sneaker outer. Mm-mm. I be needing people to know where I'm at and something jump off. I need you to come and help me immediately. Don't wait. But now I think about it, it's like if I would have just held myself accountable, that's when the shoulda, coulda, woulda came. Like, are you trying to tell me 10 months ago if I would have just been like, "Hey, it's all good," but then that's the whole everything happening in perfect timing thing. And I'm grateful that I held myself accountable. I held myself accountable to the point where I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna feel this. I'm gonna feel all of this. So, in the event I do get in another situationship or no, another relationship, not situationships. I'm too grown for that. You turn 41, you don't do situationships. No, I'm too grown for that. But in the event that I do find somebody else that I like and want to further that, I'll be I'll be good. I like to talk. If y'all ain't figured that out, I like to talk. So for me, I feel like communication, conversation, communication, understanding of what's being said, those are the keys. Because if and understanding the person that you are with, understand their love language. Like I think people don't know their love language, so they just do what they are accustomed to. Like my baby daddy, baby mama, girlfriend, wife, whoever, always bought me stuff. Always bought me flowers. So you ain't gonna buy me no flowers. What if that's not their love language? What if their love language is acts of service and they, pay bills or keep gas in your car? Like we don't take the time to get to know one another. We don't do that anymore. We don't talk to each other. I mean, we yell at each other or we cuss each other out or call each other out our names, but we don't talk to each other. Like, I wanted to come here to talk to y'all. I'm not talking at y'all. I'm glad that y'all be talking to me in the comments. I'm glad that y'all be responding and talking. Sorry, I had to change the music. Mo, if you see this, don't worry. I'm gonna get this soon. I am. I probably shouldn't play it because you know what? I'm gonna play my own song and I'm gonna see if YouTube gonna pick it up. Pay me my money. We'll let y'all hear that. Yeah, like even just even just knowing that I've been sitting on for 4 years on an EP that oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I've been trying to I've been trying to find an instrumental. Oh my god. I've been trying to find an instrumental with the backing track, like the backing track, so I could perform it, and I couldn't find it. It was on a computer that. Listen, y'all. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me see what other songs is on here. Oh my god. Y'all don't even know, like that just oh my god. Hmm. I got music everywhere. This is so crazy. So crazy. Oh, I am so oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Whew. Oh, I'm sorry. Ooh. I'm telling y'all, when I said I'm I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this and I have to. I have to make this oh my god. It's so crazy. Oh my god, this is so crazy. I'm sorry, I gotta stop playing it. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Let me give y'all a little backstory about that song. So I wrote that song. I was in a space like I was in a space of space. Okay, now I need to open this so I can play it longer. I'm just keep hitting. Actually, I wrote that I was in a space of like pure sadness. Like this ain't gonna work for me. I need something. I need something to change. I need my life to be better. I need something. I need something. I need to see that light. Like I was in a tunnel and I needed to see that light. And I wrote that song and I felt the light. I felt the light. And that's when I began to understand that everything happens here. It happens here and here. Like it's so many people that I know like experienced the global fucking pandemic and then they went back to what made them comfortable. It wasn't really comfort in their mind. It registered as comfort, but it wasn't comfort. It was just something that they were used to. And then when they got with what they was used to, they realized that it wasn't what they wanted. They were just afraid to go for what they want. Me, I'm going for what I want. When I tell y'all that song, the whole moral of the song it says, "Don't let it fade away." I'm not trying to let it fade away. You trying to let it fade away? I'm not trying to let it fade away. I'm trying to find some other music to play while I'm talking. I probably don't want to play this, so let me see. I'll play this. But yeah, music. I'm holding myself accountable to do this nursery rhyme album. I said I was gonna do this nursery rhyme album 13. 13 years ago, I said I was going to do this next run album. Bobo will be one in 5 days. And I looked at her. Now I looked at Bobo and I was just like, she's a COVID baby. You know, let me tell y'all, these COVID babies. If you know any COVID babies, them babies. When I was growing up, they used to say babies are wickeder and wiser. Bobo, if you got a COVID baby or you know a COVID baby, I'm telling you, these kids is amazing. Amazing. Like she started running before she was actually walking. But I looked at her and I said, I gotta do this. Like you survived. Like you were born during a global pandemic. I have to do this. And I was singing like like I have a bunch of songs, right? So I have my nephew's gonna be 19 this week, 19, 13, not this week in December, 19, 13, 6, 5, 4, 3, and Bubba's gonna be 1. And I sung all of them songs, and I assigned, who am I to assign? But I gave every one of them like a neo soul singer. But with Bobo don't care nothing about none of those people. Like I sung my song to Bobo, and Bobo was asleep. And I was like, maybe let me try another one of my songs. Bubba went to sleep, and I would try another sing a celebrity song. Mm-mm. Am I taking that as a sign? Yes, because 13 years ago I should have had this done. So, hey Jamela, Jamela's my oldest niece. Um, 13 years ago I should have had this done. So I'm doing that this year. I got the and I'm holding myself accountable to complete all of these things. Like the songs, if you went up there to the community tab and voted, hey, voted. I already downloaded the instrumentals. I'm already working on it. So this Saturday, it's gonna be better than it was last Saturday. I'm elevating. That's my thing. To elevate constantly, actively, get better. We're going live. Listen, I was not comfortable in front of the camera. Not comfortable. I could talk all day, but with this next phase of my life and all of these opportunities that I have, I told you I was going international, right? With all these opportunities that I have, I've been taking advantage of them, talking more. That's kind of a lot of the reason why we're going live more, just to be more comfortable in front of the camera. Cause what you want, you can have. People probably say you can't, but I will tell you. I will be the first to tell you. What you want, you can have. I wanted to be in love, be loved. I had that. I wanted to be married. I had that. I mean, I'm not married anymore, but I had that. I wanted to travel. Honey, I wanted to graduate college. I did that in grand fashion. I mean, like, I was doing all kinds of things. I will forever be grateful for everyone. I'm grateful for every one of you that have come tonight, that will come. Every one of you that came yesterday, that are still watching yesterday. I'm grateful for everyone that votes. I'm grateful for everyone that leaves a thumbs up or even a comment. I'm definitely grateful for the comments. I don't know if y'all be seeing, but I be commenting back to every comment. Like it's me. It's not a robot. It's me. I'm gonna always be personable where I can contact you. You can contact me. All of my information on how to get in touch with me is in the description box. TikTok is the fastest, but it is though. TikTok is the fastest. I love TikTok. I love TikTok. TikTok be giving me life. I don't know about y'all, but it definitely be giving me life. TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. No, but I just want to come today and talk about, hold yourself accountable. If you know you got a project due this week, don't wait till the day of to do it. Start tonight. Prepare for it. Like do an outline of what you need to do, or like even with the week. Like What do I need to do this week? Do I need to make doctor's appointments? Do I need to go to the dentist? Do I need to pay bills? Like, plan. I know people don't be liking to make plans because plans change, life changes. We all saw that last year. Like, I think every day, like, okay, last year at this time, I'd actually just celebrated my birthday. Hmm, but we was in a global fucking pandemic, and I was like, I want to do, and then oddly enough, I was doing a lot of stuff during this pandemic, scoring documentaries and writing songs and doing all kinds of stuff. So when people just be like, I can't do, and I'm like, what do you mean you can't do? Like, if you are a music artist and you haven't figured out, like, let me propose this question to you. Like, I'm not jinxing it or anything. Anyway, I also would. What would you do if they woke up and was like, hey, you know, this Delta 7 or whatever it is getting out of control. We're going to shut it down a minute. You're not essential. I mean, like, what would you do? Would you be good? Do you still got your food stored up? Do you still got money in the bank? Like, you good? I'll be good because I pay attention. I mean, I pay attention. You know, like they were talking about. Let me tell us another something to you, right? We got all these different diseases and everything, like cancer and AIDS and everything. And you know, they have yet to find a vaccine, a cure, or anything for that. But a year ago, there is a global pandemic and they already got a vaccine for it. Now I ain't no conspiracy theorist. I'm just like to say things to get you to think. Like, and then if you read about the new strand of, you know, and see that it's a mutation of y'all doing too much now. Y'all we doing too much. Me, I'm gonna be here. I go to my brother's house. Yeah, I know y'all saw me in Vegas and all of that other stuff, but I haven't traveled in them. That was a year since I traveled. I mean, I went to Chicago. That's like my backyard. But like, went on an airplane or a train with other people. Mm-mm. Even when I go to Chicago, I drive my own vehicle, so I don't have to. But no, I just want people to take care of themselves. If you get the vaccine, get the vaccine. I'm not going to tell you not to do whatever you do need to do to feel safe. Do that. Wear your mask. I was in a, I did a video in Seattle when I was in Seattle, and I was walking through the public market, and I was like, wait, they must be like on a mask-free state because they didn't have that mask on, and they was probably looking at me like, why is she wearing a mask? It, it, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm holding myself accountable. I want y'all, I even put it in the description box. I want y'all to hold me accountable too. If you don't see me, if I say I'm gonna go live at 9 or I'm gonna go live at 7 and you don't see me live, hit me. TikTok is the best way to get in touch with me. But hit me and be like, hey, where you at? There's people that have done that to me before. And I'd be like, hey, I'm on my way, you know, life. Sometimes life just be life. But life right now is good. And I'm holding myself accountable to maintain and accomplish things that had this not happened, I probably wouldn't even have the courage to do it. So thank you again. You're watching. Thank you. Do something, do it. I mean, now if you tell somebody you're gonna whip their ass, now they might have deserved that. They might have. But if you tell somebody you're gonna be somewhere, be there. If you tell somebody you're gonna do something, do it. Especially, especially if you have kids. If you say you're gonna do something, do that because they're gonna remember. They're gonna remind you. They're gonna remember. If you say you're gonna buy them something, listen. My middle brother, he remembers. My mother said she was gonna take us to Chuck E. Cheese one day. She had a long day at work. She came and lay down and went to sleep. He is 30 something years old, and he remembers that to this day. Oddly enough, he has a son, Mateo. That's Mateo. Mateo's dad. Mateo is like me. My brother told Mateo that he was going to bring him down here to visit me. Mateo reminded him for like 2 weeks that you said you was going to take me to see my Titi. And then my brother, it dawned on my brother, was like, you know what? Your mom said she was going to take us to Chuck E. Cheese, and then I turned around and did the same thing to my son. See, that's why we got to hold ourselves accountable. You don't want, you was upset when she didn't take us to eat. And I tell you, you was upset we didn't go to Chuck E. Cheese. And you would think, because we used to go to Chuck E. Cheese like every Thursday. Every Thursday we was going. Tuesday or Thursday. I think we went twice a week. You would have thought we was rich when we were growing up. We was always at Chuck E. Cheese. We all had our own shoe brand. But this is what I'm saying. That means nothing. But it's like your kids will remember that. And then if you don't do that, you foster in them. You're not trying to foster, but you're fostering in them. My iPad just died, so now we don't got no music. But you foster in them mistrust. So that's where mistrust starts. Like my mama said she was gonna do it, or like you ever hear about the kids whose fathers tell them they gonna come, and then the little kids is sitting in the window, or they waiting, and they be waiting, and they be waiting, and then they never show up. So now it's like if my mama and my daddy lie to me, who are you? You gonna lie to me like that? If my own mama and daddy lie to me, if my own mama and daddy beat me, or if my own brother or sister touch me, or like if all of these things start in our households. That's why I'd be like, you know what, if you're a parent, somebody said to me, you ain't got no kids, so you shouldn't be telling parents what to do with their kids. I said, I'm not no I know I ain't got no kids. I am a child. I raised a lot of kids. A lot of them. When I say a lot of them, I raised a lot of them. I raised kids and then I turned around and raised their kids and their grandkids. So I raised a lot of kids. Now, granted, I see you didn't have none naturally, so you shouldn't be. But the reality of it is I can see that your child is struggling. Your child feel comfortable enough to come to me and say, "Hey, I'm dealing with insecurities because people at my school is doing this," and then I, as an adult, come to you and say, "Hey, I just wanted to let you know that your child found me and felt comfortable to tell me." That doesn't give you the opportunity. Yes, you are their parent, but you should be mindful when you go to talk to your child and understand that that's something that hurts them. When was the last time you asked your child, like, are they okay? Do parents ask their kids, are they okay? Or does it matter because they're a child and they need to stay in the child's place? Now, I agree with that, but your child has survived a global pandemic too. Have you saw how they were doing? Like, are have you talked to your child? I don't know. I'll be calling like for my birthday. I sent 41 different people a video message. 41. I literally sat down. Whoa, 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 whoa. I forgot to send two. That's okay. I'm gonna send these video messages after I get off here. I'm gonna send a video message. I thought I sent them. I didn't. But I sent 39. Yeah, I sent 39 video messages out to people. And I sent one to my nephew. Mm, I sent one to my nephew and I just thanked him for, I thanked his parents, but I thanked him for allowing me to be a great aunt. Like, the pandemic, he didn't have a lot of tickets for his graduation. And I was like, you know what? I would rather like my mother or my brother go. And he's like, I want to do my cap. I want to do, the kids or nowadays do the cap or make it, and so he wanted to dedicate it to his help you. I can do that. Like I could do that. I'm with all the creative stuff. I could do that. So we said, we that allowed us to spend time and we talked and whatever. And he did the hat was finished and he was like, "Oh my god, this is like dope, like dope." And then I sent him the video and he was like, "Oh my god, I needed to hear this because we don't know what people are going through." Like I don't even know. I don't know. Like I sent everybody. I wish I could have sent more, and I probably do that um, for my 31 days. I know you probably seen the hashtag 31 days of gratitude. I literally have just been grateful for myself these first couple of days. Like grateful, grateful for the fact that I have overcome sadness and brokenheartedness and disappointment, and I am at the point where I am ready to be like, go. I'm on go right now. I sent everyone. I sent like people from way back that helped me get to like 41. Like I really did not. When I turned 14, I knew like that was the end. Like God, Jesus, Buddha, Allah, whoever was in control of life was going to take me out. I thought that. I felt that. I believed that every day. And to be 41, you reverse that, it's 14. I just, for me, is it. I don't even be having words. I stutter all of it. I'm grateful for 41 because 14 to 41, I did not see. I didn't know. Couldn't even told you. Couldn't even told you. I was literally just living life like I was a robot. Like I was just waking up, going to work. I used to go. Woo, you think way back over there. It's like I don't even know how I survived. Like I don't even know how I did it, but I'm here. You think I'm gonna waste it all? You think I'm gonna waste it? Oh no. Oh no. That's why I said I'm gonna do this YouTube and I'm gonna talk about every topic that I feel like people should talk about, especially in the black community, especially those of us that go to church or still in church, is brought up in church, things that we need to talk about that ain't nobody gonna talk about, but we all know happen. We need to talk about it. Like our kids, like do you ask, do parents nowadays ask their kids if people touching them inappropriately? Has anybody made any advances towards you? Like, do we do that? Like, R. Kelly had a whole trial. I know I'm not making this about R. Kelly, but I'm saying he had a whole trial. Like, think about the parents, the people that was around him, like all of the how so many people had to participate in order for that to happen. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. If I find out that you doing stuff to kids, especially, I will definitely. I'm gonna stand in. If I feel, listen, I don't do that. I don't do that taking advantage. I don't do that manipulation. I don't do none of that because at the end of the day, that's damaging to people. I'm not here to damage nobody. I told y'all I'm positivity and love. If I could share my stories, the things that I went through to show you, to encourage you, inspire you, to let you know, like, hey, you need to talk about that. That's why Renee, I'm so glad Renee. I don't know if you hear her name, but I'm so glad that she came back and was like, "Hey, I found the courage." Like nobody needs to be in a domestic violence situation. You probably like you never been in that or you ain't in this situation. Now, if you can say whatever you want to say, but I'm gonna tell you this: at the end of the day, no one deserves to put their hands on you. No one deserves to belittle you. Nobody deserves that. I don't care if it's your mama. I'm not telling you to be disrespectful, but what I am saying this, right? Respect is something that is earned. Like people feel like because I'm your mama, I can talk to you like this, but you gotta understand I'm a human being too. I'm gonna hurt. Like you calling your child out their name, you telling them they dumb, stupid, those things register in here. You probably like, oh, that ain't do nothing. That it happened to me. That registers in here. It might not come out in the first 10 years. You know, they probably get into high school and you remember the person that used to couldn't read and the teacher always to pick on them to try to make them read and kids nowadays, whew, these kids is ruthless. When I say ruthless, these kids is ruthless. And I wasn't that was like a nervous laughter right there. Like they are ruthless. Like ruthless. I just want us all to be better. And it's not something that's not obtainable because we all can be better. You just got to know to do better. Like if you struggle with like depression and anxiety, it's okay. Like everybody struggle with depression and anxiety at some point of their life. Some people just choose to do things to help them through that, not get over it, not get around it, not take your mind off of it. Because I feel like if we start confronting more things head on, like if more people start confronting the Uncle Pete's in their life or the Auntie Sue's and Pete, if we start confronting more of that, if we start confronting the family like molester or whatever, if we start confronting more of these people, the younger generations wouldn't have to deal with that. There's no way. Uncle Pete been touching the first six generations that he should be able to touch. If Uncle Pete touched you, there's no way he should be touching your child. No way. You probably like it. But my family, at family is what you make. Like who the people you surround yourself, that's the family. I know everybody be like blood is thick and water, all that. At the end of the day, you know, like I be sending my videos, like you know people talking about you, you know people calling you ugly, you already know people are doing it. So why do we be shocked? I don't like people was like, I don't want to come out the closet because my family gonna make fun of me or my family gonna you already feel like you already feel like they're judging you. You already feel like people are doing do you see what I'm saying? Like if they're already you already feel like they're doing it. So essentially they're doing it. Why not just be free? Why not live your best life? Something I literally be telling people all the time when I do a live or I talk to people. I don't you don't like me, I don't care. You don't like my green hair, I don't care. Guess what you could do? Not watch. You see how simple that is? You don't have to watch me. You don't like the way I talk. You don't like my teeth. You don't like seeing my dimples when I be talking. Hey, you don't have to watch me because guess what you're gonna see? My green hair. That's real nephew right now. But it's supposed to be that because it's dreads. I'm freeform and I'm letting them grow. Even this in and of itself is just like I would have been cut it off, combed them out, did something, but I'm just letting them grow. Like I'm finding joy in the process. Like it's that for me. It's the process. Holding myself accountable. Like I'm not where I want to be because I'm not where I want to be. I'm not doing the work I need to do to get there. I can't. Oh, she left me, so no. I had a bad day, so I'm gonna cuss you out. No, we need to hold ourselves accountable. That's why, like, I be looking at people and they be snapping on everybody, and I just be thinking like, "Damn, they had a bad day." So I'm gonna take it easy. But then it's like, no, I had a fucking bad day too. You had a bad day. I had a bad day. Guess what? Hi, how are you? I'm gonna speak to you. That's why I'm be understanding. You be walking past people and hi, and then I'm gonna tell you when I was in Washington, those people was looking at me, and then when I went to the Juneteenth celebration, I understood why those people were looking at me. They said, we a sundown town, and I was like, what the hell is that? What does that mean? And they was like, oh, we be in the house before sundown, and I was like, hold on, hold on, you see, I'm missing something. I'm not picking up what y'all putting down. Then they started telling me the realities of it. I was like, oh, I'm definitely up out of here. Mm, no, sundown. Hey, we don't be understanding how good we have life. We don't be understanding. Did y'all see the the building collapse in Florida? Check this out, right? Can you imagine one day, you living in a condo, you looking over the lake, the beach, whatever it is, chilling, and your entire portion of your building collapse, just falls, is no longer there. People are trapped there. They are searching for people. They're finding people. And then they say, "We sorry, but we got to tear the whole building down. You done paid for that. You paid the year. I don't know how that works, but I mean, you took care of that. Your entire life is in that building. We have to tear it down." My thoughts and prayers go to people in Florida that experience that. Like, it's so many people going through different things, and instead of us taking times as human beings and sending love and prayers and support and encouragement of each other. I don't know those people, but I can only imagine what it'd be like to have all of my life in one space and in an instant it's gone. That's why I be telling people to think about last year. Like, we were afraid. If you say you wasn't afraid in 2020, I don't care if you had Jesus, Buddha, Allah, and you was afraid. You didn't know. You didn't know what was gonna happen. Even now, like the world is opening up, things are open. You still are kind of like, ooh, I don't know. I'm just saying, let's be humans and care for another person. If you know somebody is not okay, call them, FaceTime them, pop up at their house, make sure you have your mask and your gloves and all that stuff on. But we gotta do better. Gotta do better. I don't know. That's all I got, y'all. Hold yourself accountable. If you say you're gonna do something, do it. If you say you're gonna be somewhere, be there. If you know you got a big project coming up, if you know your baby birthday coming up, if you know your mama, daddy, whoever, hold yourself accountable. Do that. I mean, just be, just do that. You know. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I appreciate all the love and support. Listen, it truly means a lot. Y'all just don't know how much it means, but it means a lot. I mean, I'm so far out of my comfort zone. When I tell y'all in these upcoming updates and all that stuff, I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. I didn't do a May wrap up because May was tough for me. May was tough, but I'm definitely gonna do a May wrap up because I'm in a better space now. I could do that. I could do that. So I'm gonna do the May wrap up. I'm gonna do the June wrap up. Y'all gonna have that this week. New content. You might even have a new intro. I'm working on stuff. I'm telling y'all. I'm getting it done. But yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified the next time that I go live or just upload another video. Remember, it is important for you to use your words. That is the only way that anyone will ever know what you are feeling and what you are thinking. And I will never let you see my beautiful face, even though my lips are super drawn. And walk away without me telling you to love yourself, know yourself, trust yourself. Y'all see, I do this twice. Yeah, and trust yourself, and for the love of humanity and all that is, you have survived the global fucking pandemic. Just be yourself. Now, if anyone who has ever said to you, "I love you," cannot accept, respect, appreciate, acknowledge, and love you for being you, authentically for you, not who they want you to be, who they feel like you should be, but just being you, you do not need them. You know what time it is. If you don't know what time it is, I suggest that you watch the Finger Sweetie because they will tell you. Until I go live a little later tomorrow morning. It's Monday motivation. And number 5 day of gratitude. Um, until next time. Thank you, Tamika. I be hoping that I don't even need a whole bunch of people. I just need one person to know. Like, listen, I love you. I believe in you. I believe you could be successful at whatever you put your heart and your mind to. Until next time, peace.